Welcome back. What I did off camera was I focused on getting this battery terminal all nice and new. I also took this ground bolt off, cleaned it up, cleaned the underneath of it. It doesn't really look like it, but I'm gonna get a new cable at some point here. Battery's just kind of sitting in there. That one I did the other day. I still got to mess with all of this. Yeah, wires everywhere. Maybe I'll try the old jump technique here. Probably not getting any power to the starter here. I'm guessing with all these wires being messed up. Normally you can just jump across your input to your battery terminal here, and it will send the power straight across to the starter and start it. So let's find out. I checked the oil, by the way. Checked the oil, checked everything, hydro fluid, made sure everything is good to go before I even try doing this, because I don't want to mess anything up. So I guess let's try that. Bear with me here. Yeah, all right, I'm just gonna hold it and try it that way. I got the key on. Let's go across the terminals here. Hey! Wow, that fired up way too easy. For it not running for a few years, supposedly, they said. Well, it looks like leaking fuel in there. Definitely need some new crush washers on all three injectors. Yeah, I'm leaking. I got some bubbling down there by the intake. I can see that. Probably can't see that on camera, but it's definitely bubbling right down in there. There you go. It's running though. I'm actually really surprised. It's cold. Well, I guess let's see if the rear arms work. Oh, would you look at that? Nice. As you can tell, some things need to be replaced. It's held on by a screw. This one doesn't even have anything. It's just a bolt hanging in there. I have no idea what all of this is. I got a light there, turn signal, light, and well, that one's gone. So I have to mess with that some. I guess let's see if it moves. All right, here we go. Clutch. Set the parking brake off. All right. You got your throttle right here, or you got the throttle down on the foot right here. Oh, almost killed it. And you got your reverse forward gears there, and you got your main gears down here. So we're gonna try reverse. And let's go for first, just to be good. Hey. We're moving. Let's try third. We're moving. I don't want to idle it up too much because I don't know with that leak kind of afraid to really get on it at all. Steers. Steering seems a little loose. I'm gonna have to mess with that some. Yeah, that's really bad. Can't have that. Very quiet for what it is. Well, let's see if it goes forward. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Just wasn't in all the way. I actually think the front differential's engaged. Yeah. Let's take that out. Try this again. There we go. There's neutral. We'll go back reverse again. Yeah, we're good. Now, since this is a diesel, shutting the key off won't do nothing. On this one, you got a engine stop right here. Oh. Hold on to that and it shuts her down. Put her back in neutral and I'm moving. Well, the brakes work, that's a good sign. Well, I guess I got to get to work on maintenance and look up some parts, see if I can order some crush washers for those injectors. I'd like to really clean up that motor. That motor is really filthy. I bet now there's fluid all over it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm leaking pretty good here. So I'm gonna have to get those washers, get all up in there, clean it, degrease it. Yeah, this thing's filthy. So let's see what comes out of the. Oh, there's water in the radiator. Ooh, a little rusty. She's hot. Wow, that's hot just for that little bit of running. So I'm gonna drain that, make sure there's plenty of brand new coolant. Kind of work around all this, clean it all up. Order a new fuel filter for this, maybe a new hydro filter for that, and see what else I could do while I'm at it. Alright. This thing will not start with the key, so I got to do a little bit of diagnosing here. So what we're going to use is the old El Cheapo multimeter. I don't know where my nice good one went to. It disappeared. Like all my good stuff, always disappears. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set that where we can see that. And then take your negative ground terminal and put it on a good ground and check your positive coming from your battery up to your starter solenoid. I'm going to check that. Okay, I'm getting on 12.6. Now this little tab that connects this wire should go straight to your key switch. So whenever you turn the key, you should be getting 12 volts across this terminal right here. So let's see if we're getting 12 volts across that terminal. It's nothing. So looks like this wire here is not sending the 12 volts from the key into the solenoid to transfer the power from this terminal to this terminal into your solenoid. So we're gonna have to backtrack this wire and figure out why it's not working. That looks good. Looks like somebody's already done some work here. Go grab my knife. Now it looks to be that they've had issues with this before. Oh, there we go. Let's see. That's some good electrical tape. Doesn't help it's right in the middle of the sun. Alright, let's follow her back. So it looks like this is going to run all the way up to the ignition. So I'm going to start tracing wires and I'll show you where it ends off at. So I tested it off of this and I wasn't getting any signal at all. No voltage. So I went through, thought I'd check it over here at the ignition switch. So I pulled apart this cover, backed off this cover here for the back of the switch. Give me a second here. There we go. So you can see the white and black wire right there. So I checked the back of the ignition right there, and I was indeed getting the 12 volts coming out of that when I turned the key. So I had to follow the black wire all the way down there in that wire loom to the other side. In doing so, I found I had to take this apart here, this whole thing, pull this apart, see if I can get in there without the sun bothering me. Well, after messing with that for some time, as you can see, I got all the bare wires and everything pulled off. You're gonna laugh at this because I ended up getting in here, checking where all these wires and cleaned up all this stuff, was looking down in there, and the whole reason why this was not working is because down in here, I'll show you a far out picture. So if you're looking at the tractor like this, right there's a clutch sensor. So if we move in, there's the clutch sensor. When you push the clutch, let me see if I get a better, there's really no better picture of this. Yeah. Anyway, when you push the clutch down, I'm trying here, bear with me. Come on, yeah. When you push the clutch down, this thing here actually rotates up and pushes this sensor. It's behind here. I can't even really show you here. Let's see if you can see my finger. There you go. There's a little push button. This comes up, pushes the switch, makes contact, and as you can see, this is my black and white wire. Yeah. Here it was the connectors. They were loose. I literally connected those connectors back in I don't know if you can get a better view like that. Yeah, right in there. Those connectors. Yeah, they got butt connectors right there. It's a bad spot, especially when you have your parking brake handle moving up and down, touching it. Well, it must have caught it because it yanked it out, and there it was. So connected this back in, and now whenever you step on the clutch, you get the 12 volts over there like it was not doing before, and now it starts right up when you hit the clutch. Key, sorry, when you hit the key. So I'll turn the key, push my clutch in. Yep, that's all it was. A butt connector. Well, now to tape all of this stuff back up and put it all back in there. And while I'm here, I might as well do the oil pressure sender that broke off. Alrighty.